Welcome to another episode of the biggest podcast in the world. You know what it is, Bigs versus Bigs. Today must be my birthday. It must be Jay's birthday. It must be Big Time Big's birthday because we have a special guest, man. Are we lucky? It is Stacy Banks from the Bank Statements Show here live in person. Can you believe it? Stacy, how are you doing today?
I am doing really, really well. I'm very excited about this. I think this is going to be a really fun episode.
It is going to be fun. You know, it's a beautiful day outside. It's a little chilly, but we still made it here, man. There's traffic.
Right.
You know, we're in the heart of Times Square,
Yes.
right? Was it too hard for you to get here today?
It was a pain. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was a block away and it said that I was 24 minutes away. Like, this is insanity.
Crazy, yo. I rode my bike here. Y'all should have seen what Stacy pulled up in. She's getting so much money, yo. I'm about to join her pop.
They don't call her Banks for the reason, man.
I'm not gonna dox what she was driving, but it was crazy.
That's funny. Didn't you pull up in a Rolls Royce?
No, that wasn't me.
I could have swore you stepped out of Rolls Royce.
No, that was Antonio Brown. I look a lot like Antonio Brown. So. That's a fact. It was him. That's put that shit on.
At least you look like good-looking people.
That's what a blessing. Okay. Looking at myself.
Jay, you asking people to do. That's too hard. What you asking?
I've seen beautiful people not to look at themselves. Okay.
I feel you.
What's
Okay.
the main camera? The middle
We're
one?
gonna do our best.
Sure came in. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
We all, we all have,
Okay.
everybody has their own camera here. That's how we, other pods, I don't know what they yo, I don't want to talk about finances over here, you know what I mean? But she's doing very well.
Yeah, you can tell.
She's doing very well, Yeah, so, a lot of things has been happening in the boxing world. And I had to bring in an expert because I'm seeing a pattern here, Chris, right? I'm seeing a lot of fighters, they do great, they got their dad helping them. And then they find love. Somewhere around finding love, things go wrong. So I want to really talk to you about a couple different topics and just how does a young man that has the world in front of him really navigate through this romance?
So this is the love and pugilism episode.
Yeah.
We setting it off, man. We haven't touched on this subject yet, so we had to bring you.
Is it because I'm dating a boxer? Is that it?
I've heard.
So you should know. You should know a thing or two.
I mean, I'm no expert, but I do think it's harder for the boxer than it is for the girl because I feel like y'all have way more options than we do.
You think
Some of us do. Some of us.
Well, if you're a boxer that's doing well, obviously you're gonna have a slew of women at your beck and call and probably at your disposal. So it's like I feel like I'm the lucky one. Like you found me.
You know what? Your mindset is amazing. But what I will say is this. It depends on the guy.
Why?
So because of this, right? You can acquire things and you can buy things, right? But you can't, you know how they say, you can't buy love, but you can rent it. So sometimes I would like every girl the most dangerous thing I think what's happened in the world, right? In dating, you don't go to school with these guys. Remember you went to school with people and you were like, yo, she's really cute,
Yeah.
but she's corny. So no one likes her, right? Like we kind of socially knew who people were.
Right.
And I feel like when kind of like social media got here, we don't really know people. And we're meeting them at a certain point in their life. Like we don't know if they were the girl in the staircase. We don't know if they're the dude that wet his bed, like peed on himself. And so we're meeting people, right? And I've been thinking about this and me being in a place like of meeting different girls that may be lit or whatever. And I'm like, wow, you're really lit. You have a lot of money, but you're corny.
Yeah.
And you find out later, but you're like, damn, everything around you looks so great. And me speaking to my peers, right? A lot of people be my peers. And I'm like, I remember when you was raising candy to go to the tournaments. I remember when you was straight bummy. I remember you were begging girls. Now you got a big fight. But you're still corny.
But see, I don't think guys were from a girl's perspective, I don't think a man's past matters as much as a girl's past. Like you could have been a corny nigga for, you could have been a corny man for 29 of your 30 years, right? If the 30th year you have $1 million, a nice car, a nice fit, a nice house, girls' memories work in mysterious ways.
They do.
We will forget. That's why and it's portrayed in a lot of movies. Like you'll see movies where it's like he's a nerd and then something happens and it's like all the girls are flocking to him, as opposed to a girl. Now, if you were a loose woman your whole life, right? Like you were just down for whatever. Like that's your body, down for anything with anyone. And then one day you decide like Drea, that it's been deleted. The internet's gonna be like, absolutely not. Absolutely
You're right. You're right. But the woman is going to win that exchange.
Why do you think that?
Because the woman is going to realize who a dude really is. The actions and the insecurity of so you get money, right? Let's say for 25 years, you've been dealing with threes, fours. You start cashing out, you get your first 10. That's your first bad one.
You playing at another level. Let's put it that way, right? So, okay. As a good-looking woman like yourself, if a guy comes and talks to you on the street, his game got to be solid.
Right.
Because you've heard, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Heard that already. You've heard that, oh, I just want to get to know you. You've heard so many different pickup lines that whether a guy's handsome or not, he got to come to you correct. Or else he's going to just fill in with the rest of everybody else. Mm-hmm. So in that way, if you're not used to dealing with that level of girl, you're not used to playing with 10s, that your corny is going to show, whether you have money or not. Even if she stays for the money. Right?
Yeah, but I feel like we think for the right price, we can fix a lot of things.
You can't fix corny. I'm sorry. You can't fix corny.
I don't think we can fix it, but I think we can fix it.
It's an easy win, though. I mean, but it's a knockout. So if you look at it, if I go, yo, it's the equivalent to this, right? And I went through this. I had this shorty out in Philly, right? Yo, really liked her. But something was always off, right? Now, she had went and got certain things done and all that. I didn't really have a problem. When I was like, okay, cool, right? Whatever. But something was always really off, and like she would just get really insecure. And then I realized that, oh snap, I started to deduct things. I was like, yo, she was the fat girl. So the way she would act didn't match how she looked. And I'm like, yo, you have everything. You got money, you got this, you got the fly car, you're beautiful, but like, why do you just be tripping about little things and acting weird? But then I was like, oh my gosh, I was the first baddie.
Male or female, don't want to be anybody's first baddie.
The first one.
Too much pressure. Like
That's what we're saying. That's what happens with these guys. They get the cash, and they forget their number. They forget that you was not the first pick for prom. Yeah. You only went to prom with that girl if the other dude chose somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it goes. And I want to know your perspective on this. Dating a boxer, right? There's a lot of things that boxers cannot do that most athletes can. We're not supposed to drink. We're not supposed to be indulging in smoking and, all of that. And, the most important one is you're supposed to be celibate while you're training. Now, that's something that we hear. If you're a boxer, you're a dedicated boxer, you've been doing it since you were young, you've been hearing it since you're young. You already know that. Now, say you're dating a boxer. How long have you been dating for?
It hasn't been. It's been a few months.
Got you. So that's new.
We don't know what it is either, guys.
I don't know. It's a mystery. It's fine. It's fine.
It's a mystery,
man. I'm not, because, I don't know. Go ahead.
Right. But, so now, that's probably new to you. Now, that has to be a challenge for you. How do you feel about that? How's it been navigating that situation?
I mean, it's been a conversation, and that's pretty much where it's lived so far, because he's not boxing right now.
Okay.
I don't know if there's like a season that, like, I don't know if it's like...
No, there's no season.
Well, he's boxing
it's year round.
Right
Boxing's
now.
Year round.
Well, since I've met him, he's just been like training. But we've had that conversation. Like, there's certain things he obviously can't do once he's back in the ring, I guess. But it's like, I don't care. I don't care. But I am I don't know why you laughing. I'm a unique example, and nobody else will have this. But I have a girlfriend, so it's like
I'm saying, I'm gonna take it. I was like,
oh my God, no!
Outside,
Like
I
I'm
was
a
like,
criminal?
whoa.
No, thank you. But I would if it was that serious. But no, I just have a girlfriend, so I feel like yeah, I've been with her for years. Like it's only been a few months with him. Like I'm cool.
Side project, kind of.
No.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
No, we're I feel like this always, but we're poly, so it's just like
You know, and that's something that I feel like it's so taboo to say that as a guy. But if I say, I tell women this, I'm like, yo, I'm not really like into conventional relationships. And they're like, oh, you poly? And it's like, I didn't say that. I said I'm not into conventional relationships, whatever that means. Nobody asked me that.
it's an unconventional relationship for you.
See, I'm not really, I don't have to do everything that everybody else does. Like, see, I think that if and when I were to get married, we could probably live in different homes.
I'm with that.
See, she's
With that.
Is it the cameras in the pod stream studio, or is this really who you are?
No,
This
I'm with
authentic?
that. I would love to be in a situation where my husband has a house next door to me and my girlfriend. Like I'ma see you all the time. Why we gotta live? Why we have to be in the same
This is-
building?
Yeah.
My love is not based on proximity.
That's one of the things, but I'm not big on a lot of the traditions and conventional.
Girls have to hate that with you,
Yeah,
and they feel like they can change it. Like, but I'm special.
they always think
Yeah.
that. Sometimes they can. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I flex.
Yeah,
Damn. You know, once it's over, I'm like, damn, why did I gotta stick to my guns.
It's a lot of bad deals out there, bro.
Yeah,
A lot of
a lot of-
deals I signed. I'm like, I got in this again.
You live in
Yeah.
But that's what I mean by unconventional. So, but there's also another aspect to it, right? That I think is a little more on the like a community based thing. A lot of black women don't ever settle down with a man. Right? It's like forget the stats. It's like 25% or something like that. So, if a guy were to have more than one woman, that'll bring the economy of the black communities sky high. So, oh, there we go. But that'll bring the economy of, look, we're not doing good right now, y'all. We're not doing good.
You got the number.
We're at the bottom of the barrel.
In terms of what?
Socioeconomic power and leverage.
Well, that is the black couple. The black woman has been doing phenomenally for the past 10 years.
That's true. I'm not saying it's not true. I love my black women. That's a fact, but the numbers don't lie.
There's something but that's an interesting point. The fact that independently, black women are reaching numbers that has not been achieved in history, but relationship wise, like we're all the way down here.
Because it's an institution. Because you go to school, right? You become institutionalized. You know, it's very similar to when you see like a jail. So if you're taught that don't trust this guy, he's gonna let you down, but if your degree will never let you down, now you're gonna go in that direction. So if you're more educated than a man, you're gonna be like, well, I'm listening to you. I have all this, I have all that. And a woman is like a double minority. So it's like you're black and you're a woman. So they'll hire you before they hire a man because it's easier to speak to you. And the people at power also are attracted to you. So it works out. Well, I have this black guy here that'll probably one day, you know, not go for everything I say. I'm intimidated by him and he goes and takes over the business. So when they have that type of mindset and you have if you look at it, right? When you're an athlete, where do they send our best athletes? To football players, basketball players.
You go away.
To school, right?
Okay.
You go away.
And in school, what kind of women are there?
Lots.
Usually
A plethora.
the good schools where you know you're going to go to the NBA or the NFL.
Not us.
So,
Put it
yeah.
that way. Not us.
Not the others of it. And the mothers send their daughters to school and say, you better go get this type of guy with this type of money and da-da-da-da-da. And they target those guys. So by the time you see them playing, they're already you're like, why is he not with a black girl? He went to school around a certain type of woman. And that woman, in her mind, was taught by her mother that the most important thing is that she's not going to be alone.
Okay, that's fair enough. I do think that's something that's missing from just black dating in general is this like desire, not even desire, it's the reinforcement by black moms to become Black wives. It's just like, as a Black woman, the most important thing you're taught is to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, be successful, be good. And if you find a man, great. Like, if you find a man,
That's a
you're
plus.
winning at life, right?
Yeah.
Because men are the prize, and that is just what it is. But it's not like Black moms are saying, well, you know, like, it's not like junior high school, college. It's like, well, you gotta find a boyfriend. And it's like, no, you have to be smart. You have to make money, and you have to. So it forces like this independence culture on you. But I do, and I have white friends, and from high school, their moms are like, okay, you're about to be 18, like you know, you have to get ready for a husband. So, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's just like, as a Black woman, I just feel like we also have so many rules for ourselves too. Like, there's a lot of rules that we have that like nobody told you to do that. Like, nobody told you to make this up in your head. Like, you just put this on yourself. You told yourself that you have to wait until you're 25 to have a kid or to get married, and you have to wait until you like, who told you that, right? Like, if you find a great man and he's good to you and that's what you want to do, and you're 19 and this man is good, like he's a good guy, but you haven't dated 90 other men, like, it's fine. Like, it's okay to be happy with a man, but it's scary. Like,
Right.
it's scary, especially with a Black man. That is terrifying.
Okay. So I think that a lot of the issues are self-inflicted.
I do.
That's how you feel. So how did you get to the mindset where you're like, I'm poly and that's what I want to do?
Well, I think as far as probably like my early 20s, I feel like I've always been bi, but I'm still attracted to men. I think it's always been like 80-20, like 80% men, 20% guys. But I don't want to give up either one. Like, I'm not giving up men.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm not giving up men, and I don't want to give up women. So it's just like, why not have both? Like, nobody said I couldn't have both.
This is true. You know what's very interesting to me? I've been saying this for years to myself. I'm finally glad I get to say it on the pod. I don't even understand why we have a separate label for bisexual people. Because being gay doesn't mean you don't like the opposite sex. In and of itself, in the definition. The definition is a gay person likes the same sex. It doesn't say that they don't like the opposite sex.
I mean, that's a classification thing. Like, humans, we're hardwired to classify. Like, we want to know what people are, what your race is, what your gender is, what your sexual identity is. That's just human nature. Like, we like to classify people.
It's more digestible that way.
Yeah, I think it's just, we like to know what people are. Like, where are you from? Like, what's your nationality? What's your sign? When's your birthday? Like, we like putting people in these categories.
Which I think is very dangerous. My dad always told me it's dangerous. Labels are dangerous. Stay away from them. Stay away from that. Stay away from titles. Don't put up with something just because someone's your mother, sister, brother, cousin. And I agree with him. You know,
I just thought of something just now. It just hit me. So, you know, you're in the relationship that you're in, type of relationship. So you dating a guy, right? You and your girlfriend are really close, I'd imagine, right? And then you guys probably find someone you like. However it works, right? You guys in the situation. If a dude was to piss you off, now you piss two people off. That must be kind of crazy, right?
Well, okay. So that's happened before. And here's the thing. I think sometimes guys are like afraid to be in a poly relationship. It sounds crazy, but there are some guys that's just like, well, what if you're being emotional and she's being emotional? Like, we're two different people with two different responses to things. Like, there's definitely been times when because we had a boyfriend before for like a while, and there would be times when I was absolutely not speaking to him because he pissed me off. That don't mean she's not talking to him, and that I also don't think because I'm not speaking to him and she's speaking to him that she likes him more than me, or like it's
Right.
I feel like I have a firm understanding of my relationship with her first.
Yeah.
So I have the space to have my own emotions. I actually don't even want that. Like, I don't want to feel like just because I'm mad at you, now she gotta be mad at you too. Like, damn, they still got nothing to do with you.
You know why that's so it's dope in a way too, but when it's time to leave though, and you're like, yo, I can't be with this dude. I'm not feeling him. And what if she's like, I still love him?
I think the good thing with me and her is that she has a solid understanding of me. Like, we've dated each other before we dated guys together. So I think if there's a situation where I'm not feeling somebody, she can already sense it. And she knows me enough to know where, like, if I'm leaving and I'm leaving a situation that's the three of us, like, I tried. Like, I tried. So she's more than likely she's right there with, like, even with the guy that I was talking about, we were talking to before. Yes, there were times where I wouldn't be talking to them. They would still be hanging out, and she would try to fix things. But depending on what happened, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is not even something that needs to be fixed. Like, he violated, and it's time for us to, like, just give him some space."
That's a big mess up.
So being the guy in a relationship, is it kind of like he's being constantly judged before a council of you two?
I hope not. I hope not that way. But again, it's like me and her are not the same person. Like, we have two totally different approaches to dealing with the man in a relationship. Like, I am not a clingy kind of person. Like, I kind of like both y'all to leave me alone sometimes. Like, I like, and she's more the, like, affectionate, like, lovey-dovey one. So I think we more balance each other out. And when things happen that makes one of us upset, we don't share the same feelings or the same thoughts. So it's like, if something is bothering me or if something is even making me happy, I have the space to experience that without her. It's like, this is all three of us, but it's also like, this is also me and her, and it's also me and him. So she knows that, like, this don't got nothing to do with me. Like, that's one thing we have established in our relationship. Like, you do not get in between if the other two person are fighting, because unless it has something to do with you, leave it alone. Like, even if she was dealing with him in a way that, like, they've had issues where, like, the guy we were talking to before, where he did something that she didn't particularly like, and I just did not think it was a big deal. So I'm not going to insert myself into that.
Don't tell me cheating, because if
definitely
y'all
cheating.
broke up over cheating,
Definitely cheating.
I'm telling you right now, like, that is just a gift. That's like a gift. If you can't just do right with two women, man,
absolutely cheating. That was 100%.
That's crazy.
And she didn't think it was that big of a deal?
No.
That's why it ended.
That's why it ended.
Got you. Yeah, he's,
you can't give
some
nothing.
people just agree to,
Yeah.
they can't do no more. So there's a question. I'm sure the viewers will have this question, right? Which is usually people's issue when they're not used to something. There's something unfamiliar to them. They say, well, what's the end goal? You know, you're in a poly relationship. There's guys sometimes there's not guys. How do you feel about marriage?
I want to get married. So does she.
Okay, so you both want to get married without a partner, without a male?
So
with?
In an ideal world, what would happen is her and I would get married to each other, but we would have a ceremony for the three of us. Does that make sense? Like, legally, because that's just what happens in the US. Like, legally, her and I would be married. But because I trust him more than we've been together the longest, so I trust him more than anybody else. But yeah, we would have, like, a non-legal ceremony for the three of us, and her and I would live together. Yeah, well, because we can't, like, legally we can't unless we leave the country. But yeah, we would get married, and
I'll never be in love enough to get the government.
You don't want to get married?
I want to get married. I'll never be in love enough to get the government.
So you don't want to have, like, a legal marriage? Like, you're not going to City Hall and get the certificate, the license?
Until 1914, that's when the church got involved. The government got involved in marriage. It used to just be the church. I think that's the way it should be, with the church. You know what I'm saying? But I say that now, but I probably would, because I'm soft. Like, if somebody really pressed me, I'm like, I have a heart, and I'm trying to, like, see, he has no heart. He's not, like, he's straight, like, yeah, he's a bad dude. Me, I'm like,
I set the tone early.
He's hard on the shorty.
I set the tone early. The tone is things that I like, things that I don't like.
Okay, so give me your top 2 hard dislikes.
If, like, okay, put it this way. If I'm not feeling something, I'm just not feeling it. So, like, I'm not a big on the phone person. I don't like to talk on the phone. And I also don't like to talk to people throughout the day. So if you want to talk to me all day, then I'm probably not your person. And it's just going to be that way, no matter what. As of right now, I'm not big into meeting people's families or people really meeting my families. I'm just not. I feel like it just complicates things more than it improves them, really. And in my mind, there's a lot of things that go on in relationships that people just do purely because they see other people do them. You know?
Like at the meeting the family thing, I actually really agree with that. I don't see how getting my family involved in anything makes it better. It's never like we're on a vacation and it's like, you know who would make this better? Karen. Let's bring her in. Like, no.
They
Like it's never gonna make a situation better. But the communication thing. So I think that, you know, set your standards on what you do and don't like. But I feel like I am also not an on the phone kind of gal. Like I feel like one of my favorite things is when my girlfriend, like when I don't speak to her for the whole day. And at the end of the day, we get to do that download and we get to connect. But it's just like if you're texting me every 30 seconds, like by the time you get home, we're gonna be in dead silence. But my girlfriend is also a chatty Cathy. And you see how like before we started recording, she called me. She needs to like run through every emotion with me. And I'm just not that person. But I understand this is important for her. So I don't care for it, but whatever. Like it doesn't cost me anything.
I'm strictly on the fence right now. I don't know. I feel like it'd have to be someone that just gives me all the things that I want. Everything. And if it's anything less than that, I'm good. I'm good by myself.
It's good. It's a lot. It's a lot of good. It's a lot of good things that happen with marriage.
Yeah, are there?
Like children?
It is. Just
you don't have
children. Also, man, when if you have a girl, you know what I mean, like a female child, I would want to do to marry her.
Okay.
Just so he has responsibility. I want to get him signed up. Like, yo, take care of my daughter, bro, you know? So those type of things do help. And then,
you would have to pay for the wedding.
Hey, I'll do. She's probably be living with me until she goes to live with dude. So it's like, yeah, take it, bro. Like,
it's the dumbest thing in the world. The fact that the dad has to pay for it. Like, I'm giving you my daughter.
Yeah.
And I have to pay for the wedding?
A lot of people.
Can you imagine all the stuff that, you know, the guy's gonna have to go through with his daughter? See, women are great. I love women, but y'all are a lot. I'll just be honest.
I'm just literally thinking about the wedding in like it's more like traditional sense. Yeah. So the father walks the daughter down the aisle because he's literally giving her away. But it's like, why are you giving me away and paying somebody to take me? Like though that's not how it is in any other culture except America. Like if you're Muslim or you're Hindu or you're anything else, the guy's family is the one that handles the financial responsibilities of the wedding, because it's like, yes, I'm giving you my daughter. You're giving me this in return.
Right. So it's like that.
Right. As opposed to us. And it's just like somebody along the line told us that, like the father of the bride has to pay for everything and the father of the bride has to walk the, it's like, who said that? And then you got to dance with your dad. Like a lot of it is, here's the thing. My dad is no longer with us and that is what it is. But I would have loved for him to be here for the sole purpose of getting married and just pissing people off. Like I would have loved to be in a situation because it's like one of the most ridiculous things in the world to me is that father-daughter dance. I think it's dumb. I would have loved my dad to be here, and I would have loved to just irritate him and the rest of my bridal party by playing like bump and grind for our father-daughter dance. Because who cares? I don't dance with my dad on a regular basis. Why am I doing it now?
I also think it's pretty cringy. And
so cringe.
Like I have sisters. I've never danced with my mother.
And it's like I have to dance with my dad in front of all of my friends and my new husband. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've never seen that.
I'm my favorite son.
This is true. This is for everybody.
Honestly, scared like that.
Yeah. You gotta know when you're not the favorite.
Yeah, I'm the favorite
character.
You the favorite? I could tell. Like I could tell.
Definitely.
You have like a great personality. He's boring, you know. Like
no, I've been rising in the ranks steadily.
How many of you is it?
3 by my mom, 7 my dad.
7,
he's also no longer with us. Condolences to both of our fathers.
Dad, they just be dying. Like
black fathers, man. Go early.
right when you're married though, you live longer.
Yes.
As a man, that's
married men live longer.
That's
married women die earlier.
That's what the stats say. That's what the stats say.
That's why I want to get into it.
So you can live longer. You get
Oh, actually, man.
I have another question. Back to pugilism and love and love, right? So hopefully, homeboy's around for long enough for you to see him fight, both you guys, right?
Depends on who he's fighting.
Right.
Some fights, it's like, damn. Somebody's
Right.
on my baby, don't come to this one.
Yeah.
This shit here go either way.
Right. So, worst case scenario, it's a rough fight, tough fight. Have you ever been to a boxing match before?
I actually
Okay.
love boxing matches. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. So say it's not looking good for him, right? You start to see him gas out or whatever it is. He gets hit with a shot. Boom. He's on the floor. He's on the ground. Fight's over. You know what I'm saying? He lost that one by knockout. Does that change your perspective of him at all?
How many times I've been emotionally knocked out at work? You know how many times I have cried when I was in corporate at my corporate job? Like, that is work. And sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and that's work.
That's a great answer. I would say it is. Being physically knocked out, emotionally knocked out is a little different.
It's different because you're a boxer. It's not different for me.
Yeah.
It's different because the way that it happens.
Mm.
So, you know, I've never lost. Like, I'm undefeated. 16-0. Been doing my thing. And hey, look, we never know, right? I don't plan on it losing. But when your person does take that L, it's usually a beating, right? So I always think of it like, damn, you look at someone a certain way, and then that ass whooping be lasting like 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, and sometimes dude just don't get up. And then the way that the media just like praises the other dude, it's tough, man. Like, oh my God, he destroyed him. And then you ever watch the beginning of the fights?
Yeah.
Right, where they're like, da, 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 na, 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 na. And like, I'm like, damn, what if that's your person getting their ass whooped? Every time you watch boxing, they talk about it. So that's the thing about boxing that's so hard, is that it's like, and I remember asking the girl that too, like, damn, like, what would you do if she was like, oh, it's whatever. And luckily, I could tell you really care about the person.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, like, as a fighter, I always think like, damn, man, I would hate to be in that position. Where they use my shit for a highlight.
I wouldn't care. Like, I think it matters most to the person. Like, so I used to talk to this other girl back in the day, and she is a dancer, like a professional dancer, like danced with Beyonce at the Super Bowl. And she asked me, she was like, so what if I fell? And I was like, why would I care? Like, that would matter to you. It's like, what if I'm doing this and I fall down? Like, but I like, she's like, but they're gonna show, like, this is so crazy because we dead spoke about it. She's like, what if it's all over social media and da-da-da. I'm just like, why would I, like, I didn't fall down. If I fell down, that would matter so much to me. Yeah. But it's like, I didn't feel like this shame is on you. Like, it has nothing to do with me.
No, okay, that's dope. Sometimes you be having the team so-and-so shirts on. Like,
yeah, all day.
Those fit shirts.
Win, lose, or draw all day. If I'm very much like my man. So I just feel like I know my man better than the public, and I know my man better than these however many judges are at the corner. Like, I know how he give it up for real. Maybe he was tired. Like, maybe he was, I don't know, so many other things, but this is work.
Right? It's so. In other sports, you get to have a bad day.
Yeah, right. You literally can.
It's fine to have a bad day. It's fine to be an NBA player playing 35 seasons and never won a championship. Fine to lose every single time for them. It's fine for any other sport. Even it's fine in MMA. People say, "Oh, UFC or MMA and boxing." So it's not really that similar. We make more money, and it's not okay to lose for us. We lose, we go straight to the bottom of the rankings.
So you have to start all over again, pretty much.
Yeah. So it's just completely different. Let's make it okay.
Yeah, right.
Take a loss, especially if it's a top guy, or especially if the dude is strong, tough. It's a hard fight.
Yeah, I've seen growing up, like, it's like everyone's not gonna be undefeated forever. Like we all gonna have. Well, some of us are gonna have our day. Some people lose.
Most of us,
points.
97% of us are gonna have our day. Yeah.
I've seen dudes that I grew up with, like, some of them get, like, clipped and stuff. And that sad thing about it is that you see their quality of life decline, and it affects their, them as a person. And I could see it coming, for a while, because of their attitude as a human being.
Okay.
So the things that you see behind the curtains. So it's kind of like we have like a very small society type of thing. So when a guy is at the bar getting drunk, like we all talk like, oh shit, you saw so and so getting drunk? Yo, he drank? Yeah, man. And it's so funny. It'd be a lot of the girls having conversations and it gets back and we'd be like, wow. And then we see it transpire in the fight. So that's another thing like that I've seen in a lot of mistakes that I just try not to make. A lot of things you try not to indulge in as an athlete. And you see guys like Floyd Mayweather and you never hear stories about him like that. You never hear Floyd was drunk at the bar. You never hear Floyd was, you know.
Back to the first statement you made at the beginning of the episode, right? Boxers on the rise, they picked the wrong girl. And they'll be doing those things probably a lot of times around that same girl who does not know about the discipline, don't know about everything that it took to get to the top of the sport. From your perspective, what type of woman do you think will allow their man to indulge in activities that are risky to their career, help them spend all their money irresponsibly? Do you think that it's a certain type of girl that is like that, or pretty much any woman?
I think that's just a bad partner. I don't know if it has to do with the type of woman, because I mean, regardless of what industry you're in, if you're a Fortune 500 CEO of a non-alcoholic beverage company, and you like to go out and get drunk, and your partner's letting you do that or just cool with it and is not putting a stop to that, it's like, okay, you have a bad support system. Like your support system is like that I don't think that has anything to do with your industry or a quality of woman. I think that's just a bad partner. And there are bad partners for every single sector of life. Like that's just a bad woman. Because if I know that you're not supposed to be drinking, I'm on that ass. Because your success matters to me, right? And that's what it should be. If you have a partner, your success should matter to them. Maybe not as much as it matters to you, but it should be pretty close, right? So I think if you have this partner that knows you're not supposed to drink or smoke or, have sex, and they're just like, do it anyway. Like you only live once. Like, okay, so you're not I might like you and you might be cool as shit, but you're not the type of person I need to be with.
You do this scenario, right? Dealing with your dude. He has a huge fight coming up. Say he's fighting, I don't know, Jake Paul.
Let's say Tank.
All right, let's say Tank. Cool. So it's a huge money fight too. Dang. Why did it slip my mind?
It's okay, bro.
Oh, here we go. He just does something that nags you. He does that one thing that you just like, oh, I hate when he does this thing. I've told him a million times not to do this thing. But you know that fight is coming up. And you know that his mental well-being is really, really important right now. Are you the type of partner to save it until after the fight? Or are you just going to be like, nah, I got to let him know because he's not respecting my time and my...
I think it's twofold. It depends on two things. One, what he did, because if it's some like little annoyance or like...
It's not little.
It's like a major grievance.
It's your pet peeve. Yeah.
Okay. So I think in that situation, me personally, I would probably bring it up. Like I'm not a silence my feelings kind of girl. I'm not that person. I feel like I love everything to be super out loud. Like I'm gonna love you out loud, I'm gonna support you out loud, and you have to meet me the same place. So if I tell you something is like, this is my pet peeve, this is the one thing that triggers me, and you do it anyway, and it's just like, because in that moment you're prepping for a fight or you're preparing yourself for a situation, like, okay, but I'm not, right? So in all things, respect me, and in all things, I respect you. Like if you tell me, babe, when I'm prepping for a match, like it really throws me off my game when you flirt with other men, and I'm just like, okay, but now it's my friend's birthday, and you're in the room, and you have a fight the next morning, and I'm flirting with other men. I'm like, oh, it's my friend's birthday, and I was just happy. No, like unacceptable is unacceptable is unacceptable, and that is okay. And I feel like as adults, sometimes we're scared to say the hard thing, right? Like we don't like uncomfortable situations. It's human nature. We don't like silences, and we don't like uncomfortable situations. But I think if you take 2 seconds to say the hard thing, one, you get to move on, and moving on feels so good, as opposed to me sitting there and now I'm at your match and I'm just like, Yay. I said the hard thing. You know what it is. Like I said the uncomfortable thing, and we get to move on.
Say this. Let me get away with it. I'm fighting the most dangerous fight in the world. Let me get away with it. After I get that fight and I win, yo, you got it.
I'll buy you
You
something.
you can punch me if you want to, but just let me get through this fight.
Yeah.
And then we good. Because okay, this is what you know, a lot of people don't understand. I've had fights coming up and girls do wild stuff. Like I'm like, yo, like
So what's gonna happen?
you could have done anything with that.
What's gonna
Like,
happen?
that's what you did? Man, you're not even thinking about, you know, this could be my last fight on earth. Like you could die in the ring. It's not just
Which is why I'm gonna say it up front. Because what if you die? You don't get to hear that I'm at you. I would not want you to die and not know that I'm upset with you.
let me get away with it. Let me get away with it. And then you got it afterward. But I hear what you're saying. But that so what it is, the point I'm trying to make is the level of nervousness and like, cause me, when I'm about to fight, all I can think about is the fight. I'm not thinking about nothing else. All I'm doing is I'm prepping the fight in my mind. I go to sleep, I wake up, last thing I think about, first thing I think about. So
And food.
and you starving before the fight. You're literally starving, and then you're about to go to war. And guess what? Your whole team, which probably if you have a good team like me, you got a team of like 15 people that's dependent on you to win.
Oh yeah, and let me also look at this.
It's a lot going, but I do respect your opinion. I do.
And let me just tell y'all too. I want to tell you a couple things to stop asking me when I'm about to fight. Don't ask me, are you ready? What am I supposed to say to you? Actually, no, I'm not ready. Actually, I'm not sure if I can beat this guy. What do you really expect me to say? So for everybody out there, stop asking fighters that. Just say, good luck. I'm praying for you. Do your thing, champ. I'm sorry. I just do that because that don't piss you off.
It's annoying. It's very annoying.
I see. I didn't
ready?
know that.
Like, yo, yes.
It's
Like,
just one of those things that every boxer hears all the time.
This is polite conversation. Like you want to hear, yeah, I'm gonna tear him up.
I want you to say, try this, champ. You got this. That makes me feel good. What do you mean? Am I not?
I don't know you got this. I want to know that you know you got this.
I don't know until after the fight. That's why we're doing the fight. This is not fantasy football. It's not a simulation. It's
I get it though, right? Because y'all, people that don't box are probably thinking a little bit of nervousness too. You're just talking to a fighter, you know about the fight. What are you ready? You just want to make conversation. It's really lighthearted, but to the fighters, like I've had people going through, yeah, it's work time, amped up about my fight. I also don't like that. Nah, I'm not fighting right now. I'm about to fight. So if you're in the back with me in the dressing room, yeah, play gangster music.
Yeah, then shoot him up.
Amp me up. But right now, I'm probably on my way to make weight. I'm hungry. I'm not trying to do none of that. It's just these are the nuances that people just don't know.
Okay.
That's all it is.
It's not you that I'm responsible to.
I understand. But this is good to know.
I think it's other hairy men saying it around. Ready, champ? Like, what am I supposed to say to you?
You know, it's funny because I was at a game recently and it was damn, those two Spanish fellas that fought at Barclays. This is so bad. Garcia versus Gonzalez. I was there and I had an opportunity to briefly be in a locker room in a sec. I remember on Danny Garcia's team, when we went to that locker room first, there was a guy back there that was just like kind of like shoving him, like, yeah, like, and I was just like, I would be so annoyed, like, I would be so mad, like, I probably would have, if it was me in the moment, I'm like, I probably would have knocked him out, like, just because, like, that's annoying.
Did he seem annoyed?
No, he seemed distracted. But I think that's probably like if there was so many people talking to him, and it was like this one like short guy that was just like just pushing him, like, yeah, like he was doing a lot. So I don't even think he. But when I saw it, I was like, well, I would have fought you.
Get this
Yeah.
I think Gillian a lot of energy.
I was thinking like, dang, bro, I'm surprised he wasn't like, yeah, everybody.
Shout out to his opponent, Denny. Gonzalez, man, he was on the pod. Yeah, we had him on the pod. He gave us an exclusive interview. You did a great job. We'd love to have you back as well, man.
I would rather date a boxer than a rapper.
You'd rather?
Mhm.
I've heard girls say, I don't want to date an athlete. I'd rather date a businessman or a artist because it's less discipline.
Boxers and baseball players to me are the best athletes to date.
How so? Please expound.
Wow.
Because people don't know y'all the way they know like a lit, like even if you're a lit boxer, I feel like people still don't know you the way they'll know like a lit basketball player or a lit football player. Like you can be sitting in a room with a millionaire boxer and not know it. Like if you're sitting in a room with a millionaire Lakers player, like you're gonna know who he is, even if you don't follow sports. Like you're gonna have an idea of who this person is. Like
Well, okay. Look,
Name some Lakers players. See if she knows.
me,
No man. Name.
I'm really good with names.
Okay.
Right? And I watch highlights. I don't watch the full. But
you don't watch basketball
I watch the Warriors. I love the Warriors
specifically.
specifically. I like Kyrie Irving. I like Kevin Durant. Those are
Okay.
I don't like that many teams. There's like a few players, and I like the Warriors.
Would you know Austin Reeves?
Oh.
Would you know? Well, she know Bronny James.
Yeah.
Would you
Who
know?
else in there?
Who are the other guys? Right? It's like
Um,
20 other guys I can't name right now.
I know Iverson.
Iverson. Austin Reeves probably got. Yeah, he's a millionaire.
So yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that, and they usually make around a few 100,000 to $1 million, and you might not know them. I mean, maybe you will because they're freakishly tall.
Yeah, that'd be giving it away.
Probably got a bust down chain on.
Boxers be chilling. Like
No, you're right.
y'all,
You're right.
I would definitely date a boxer before. I would date an athlete before a rapper, and I would date a boxer before any other like famous profession. Unless it's a golfer. Probably a golfer I would do too.
For real?
Because who knows golf besides Tiger Woods, right?
I don't know.
Who knows? I like golf, and I'm okay at it, so I don't mind. Like,
You actually play
yeah, I
golf?
like
That's fire. Okay. So you don't mind watching?
no
How long is a golf game?
forever. 2 to 3 months. Like it feels like it. It's forever.
Do that.
No, it's a couple hours, but it takes depending on just how good you are. Like it could be 2 hours, it could be 7 hours. It's just your skill level.
Let me ask you this. So they had the Tank fight is canceled, right? So allegedly, the fight was canceled because Tank Gervonta Davis went into Tootsie's at around 4 a.m. Grabbed a young lady, punched her in the back of her head, allegedly. And Netflix didn't cancel the fight, but Jake Paul canceled the fight, right? What do you think about this scenario?
From the girl's perspective, from his
How do you feel? How do you feel about it?
Well, here's the thing. One, I think men should get a better handle of controlling themselves in all situations. But you know how when Trump was like running for office, they had that whole, he was grabbing women by whatever. I have been in many a situation where I was not groped by a billionaire, right? I was groped by maybe a 10,000-aire against my will. So I feel like, yeah, he shouldn't have did it, but also like, he's still Tank, right? Like, I'm not saying to love it, but it's like, if you're that attractive that this man is doing, it's probably happened to you a bunch of times, but you're just using this as an opportunity to capitalize because he is who he is. Because how many times does this happen if you're in a regular club, in a regular situation? Like, are you making the same noise in all those situations? Probably not.
See, she's saying that they were in a 5-month relationship. He lost it and just went to the club and did that. I didn't see any footage from Tootsie's yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
Tootsie's, please send us the footage. But it was just, but like what you were saying, I think it's disgusting whenever a man loses it and puts his hands on it. I don't like it. Do I believe this? I'm kind of on the fence about it.
Why don't you? Because I feel like we might not believe it for two different reasons.
Well, I don't because I believe that it in Tootsie's, like, you ever been in Tootsie's?
Yeah.
Tootsie's 4 a.m. is still kind of lit.
Yes.
No security stopped you. Maybe the security is scared. No one recorded it. Even you grabbing her, it hasn't come out yet. So that kind of is what my thing was. And when Jake canceled, I kind of felt like that might have not really been the reason all the way.
Yeah, that's why I thought it happened. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to this fight because I'm just like, I just want to see it. Because Jake Paul to me is just a cartoon character. right? Like he's a nonsensical person. I really wanted to see this happen for the sole purpose of seeing if he was actually gonna box. Because I've only seen 2 Jake Paul fights, and I didn't see him box in either one of them. Like, and I'm not like this boxing connoisseur, but it's like I don't see Jake Paul as like a fighter. Like he's a nuisance. He's a public nuisance, and he's capitalized at him and his whole family. And I think he's used that to his advantage. But I've never seen him box.
Boxing is like singing.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the Jake Paul thing, right? But a lot of fighters can't fight. A lot of fighters are fooling the public.
Okay.
A lot of people that sing can't really sing.
Right.
You have those people that can really sing. And it takes a fighter to tell you, like, bro can't really fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a lot of fighters right now that have just been moved so well, but they be getting the brains beat out of them in the gym. And, like, if you put them against a certain type of person, they're done. Like, they're good at fighting this style. Maybe a come forward guy, maybe a guy that's older on the way out in his career, but they're not really one of them ones. So in Jake's progression, I believe Jake will become a world champion.
That's crazy.
Because they'll move him correctly, right? Mm. The fight with Tank is that I believe that it was going to be a mistake. I believe that Tank, it looked weird as hell in the beginning. Because he's 135 pounds. So when Jake hits him with the arm, he's going to be flying all over the place.
But that's what I think Jake does. That's what I've seen. He just throws himself at people.
Jake is at the level right now of like, which he's learning on the job, which is like an amateur fighter.
Okay.
Which he's a cool amateur fighter on that level. Like, okay, he'll beat up somebody that don't really know what they're doing, or that's playing around, or that he's bigger than. Like, he'll hurt you, you know? Mm-hmm. But for someone that really knows what they're doing, at this point, he's not able to fight an opponent like that. Like this Anthony Joshua thing they announced is crazy.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Why?
Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua I don't think it's gonna happen.
But why?
I think too many people are speculating that Jake Paul's fights are fixed.
That's what I think.
Already.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like it's all like, yeah. I don't even want to say Hollywood because that's not the right place, but I feel like it's all. I think it's buffoonery.
Like WWE and the boxing version.
I think he's Hulk Hogan. I think he's the boxing world's Hulk. Like he doesn't do anything.
Boxing bad boy. I do think he has some decent skills, but he's supposed to be fighting Anthony Joshua, who's 6'6", 240 pounds, known for knocking elite boxers out. He's only lost a few times. Everyone he lost to is actually really good. And now he's supposed to fight Jake Paul, who's about 190 pounds, 6'1", around there, and doesn't have like that deep of an amateur pedigree, and hasn't knocked anyone out in about like 2 years. Like, come on. It's either it's going to happen and AJ's going to knock him out, which is what's really supposed to happen, or it's going to be a fixed fight, which everybody's going to be upset about that. Or he's just going to get the clout off announcing the fight, getting buzz, just like he did with Tank. He canceled. Mm-hmm. Right.
He's smart. He's smart with that.
Do you think you could beat Tank?
Could I beat Tank? Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think you could beat Jake Paul?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you could beat Jake Paul. I think I could beat Jake Paul.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like Jake is bigger. Tank is just too small. His weight class is for a reason. You know, I think I'm like too skilled and.
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot. Yeah, which is not a thing like disrespecting Tank. I think Tank is an amazing fighter, like one of my favorites. He's just too small. You know?
He's closer to my weight, actually.
Yeah, like he can fight Tank. Like him.
How tall are you?
6'3".
You let your little brother be taller than you.
That's crazy.
He tried to stop me.
I tried to stop.
I just kept growing.
That's actually.
I couldn't stop it.
Most little brothers, though, we.
Yes, the little brothers are usually the taller ones.
We boss up as we get older, and we just.
I got all the good looks.
So like back to the incident, right? I'm gonna just skip right over that. Back to the incident with Tank, right? So apparently the girl works at the bar, at the club, Tootsie's, and the timing was very strange. Why is this coming out now after he gets this big fight with Jake Paul? Also very suspect. Listen. If it really happened, come on, bro, you got to chill. You can't be doing that to women or anybody really. You shouldn't do that unless there's a really good reason. As far as with men, with women, there's no good reason. But
because she's cheating,
right? And if she's cheating, so Okay, look.
So is that a good reason?
No.
Okay.
Look, let me put it this way. I'm $1 million me, right? I'm dating a beautiful woman that works at a super popular club where all the rappers, all the people go to have fun. She's gonna cheat. Like, what?
Oh my God.
I'm expecting, even if she doesn't, I'm expecting you to try to get another bag somewhere else on the side.
I see why you don't want to get married now. That is crazy.
If you're not one of them ones, though, bro. If you're not, okay.
I don't care who I am. I don't listen. I'm not gonna expect just because I know I do very well out here in the dating game, right? I feel like I could get anybody, but I'm still $1 million me. So I know you're here more than likely because of the money, because of the clout, because of the fame. So I'm gonna expect that you're gonna grab somebody else who has money, clout, and fame.
That's so crazy. And you know what? I feel like as somebody who is regularly called a gold digger on social media, hearing men talk about certain things, I'm like, maybe I love men too much because it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. Like, I could be in a room with my man, Denzel, Idris, like Oprah. What does that mean? Like, that is my man. He like, I'm going to treat my man like he is king of Mount Everest.
Facts. So check it. My logic is this, right? Dating is not what it used to be back in the day. I think it's more like business than it is about love. So me being a lucrative businessman with a great business mindset, I'm going to assume that more than likely this girl that I'm dating, because I met
girl only like you, man.
Because I met her.
The girl only like you, bro.
I'm so sorry I had that experience. Like, this is crazy.
No. What I'm saying is this. I think I'm great, but if you're dating someone, if you're in a relationship, everyone is still kind of not 100% sure because you're not married, which means that everyone's kind of still looking a little bit. Like, you're maybe 90% sure, but then that's 10%. You're like, damn, maybe there is someone out here better for me. So let's say Tank, for instance, right? I don't know. Tootsie's is a lit place, right? She's at that place for a reason, brother. And I'm talking to all the young brothers out here. Listen, she's there for a reason. She's talking to a certain type of guy, and people get with who came. So a lot of times you may pull up on a shorty, right? And somebody got there first. You may like her. Yeah, I may be vibing, but she might be like, damn, I bet dude first. I do like you, right? But if dude, she's at the spot, he throwing that money, you about to have that fight. She's feeling dude, and she might have felt dude more than she might have felt Tank. He might have been more of her soulmate, her spirit animal. They might have had some type of twin flame connection, because when money gets involved, we look past a lot of stuff. We'd be like, you know what? He kind of, I don't know if he talked to me all the time, but damn, this house is crazy. Girl, I want to be in this spot.
Just like when a girl got all the things you like, you start looking past everything. You start looking past it.
It's called
bad. Like you
get brain control. Some guys be like, yo, I can't stand this. I'm gonna leave her, bro. They get in that room, they get reprogrammed. You're like, yo, what happened? Yeah, I'm gonna just chill here, bro. Because it's, what I mean? She got that stuff that he wants. But imagine if he met somebody that had the stuff he wanted, but also was his person. They connected.
Okay. So you know what it is? Because I definitely don't want to be on this podcast sounding like a pick me. For me, individually and personally, I am terrified of embarrassing my partner. Like, that is my like, male or female.
Oh, that's great. Check it. No, I want to tap glasses. I want to tap glasses. You heard what she said? Jay, you heard that? Jay, she said she's terrified of
right? And it's like, it's not like I'm afraid of my partner, but even like male or female, I am so scared of being the person that embarrassed you. Because that, to me, that's the lowest you can go. That's the grimiest you could be, is to the person you picked, you embarrassed them. I just can't get around that mentality. That is crazy.
Wait, hold on. You say you don't want to sound like a pick me and then say that.
Because I know, like, once you're a girl that's you're very vocal about the fact that you're not gonna do certain things that probably a lot of women in your situation would do. It comes off as very pick me, but it's just like, that's just my fear. Like, cannot embarrass my partner.
Wow.
I cannot have anybody know more about me than my partner either. So it's like, you see how girls will cheat on their boyfriends or their husbands or whatever it is, and they'll pillow talk with with the side, and then it's like, now you got this man knowing more about you than you like that. It's so embarrassing.
Tonight.
I just can't embarrass my man. Like, but they do get picked. It's not like women who cheat don't get picked.
You talking about like people?
No.
Okay.
They're not getting picked.
The ones that are calling you, let me tell you this. 95% of them are cap. They just talking because they're not in the position. They just saying stuff because they're behind their phone. Like, people just say stuff on
That is a fact.
They don't really believe
have the
it.
freedom to say.
They're bitter and angry.
Like angry, there's so many reasons. Them people you can't listen. I want to talk to you about another subject though, Jeff. Then you got the next topic. So, on It Is What It Is podcast, right? Them guys is funny. I like them guys. They're funny. Cameron and Mace. They had Adrian Broner come on. Did you see that? Okay, I'll run it. We'll get a rundown. So, if you haven't known Adrian Broner, you know who Adrian Broner is? He's made some appearances on different podcasts, and a couple times he's been intoxicated. And I'll be real with you, Adrian Broner is the funniest, probably the most entertaining fighter off camera. He's just a funny dude. But when he's intoxicated, he's, can be emotional, can be a little inappropriate. On this podcast, they have the female called Stat Baby on there. He's like flirting with Stat Baby a lot, And Cameron asked him to stop a couple times. He continues like one more time to say something else to her, right? And then Cameron's like, yo, cut the cameras. You got to go. I asked you a couple times. And then Adrian Broner, he's immediately apologizing. He's like, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm wilding you. I ain't going to do it no more. He's like, nah, I asked you too many times. You got to go. Then Cameron pulls out a side bag, takes money out. All of this is on camera. He asked the producers to stop, but the producers didn't stop rolling.
Because why would they?
Right.
Hello.
Take the money out, pays him on air, and then Adrian Broner's still like, yo, you my dude, you a real one. He's still nice to him, even though he's having to get escorted out. He leaves. Then after that, Cameron, resumes the show, and he's like, yeah, like he's mad about it. He's kind of visibly mad, irritated, like he's a junkie, like talking bad about him. Yeah, and I thought, and like they started the whole pod with, yo, Adrian Broner's my brother. That's how they started it, like their relationship. Yo, this is my guy. Everybody's everybody's brother. But you could tell also, you could tell at the beginning of shooting that he's drunk though. Right. You can easily tell it. I want to know your take on that. Do you think that Cameron handled it well? Do you think that Adrian Broner is just completely at fault? And Cameron's reasoning also was because Stat Baby's boyfriend was on set, so it was really disrespectful for him to be doing that.
Well, granted, I didn't see, but how did she respond to it? Like, what was her body language like?
From what I saw, she seemed a bit uncomfortable. She didn't seem that visibly uncomfortable. At one point, she did like cover her face and kind of look at camera. I didn't see that until how the people do.
Yeah.
So she was uncomfortable.
Okay, well, I mean, if she was uncomfortable and he absolutely handled it correctly, if you are a man and you allow the women around you to be uncomfortable because of another man, you're worthless.
Protect women.
Immediately.
Especially black women.
And out loud.
Now, so you think he did everything right?
I think if his only intention was to protect the female that's a part of their business, then yeah, like you did what you had to do. Now, if he thought the camera was off, like if he genuinely in his heart of heart thought that because he said stop recording that the cameras were off, then yeah, who cares? This is just you being a natural person and you're doing what you have to do. But if you really knew him saying cut the cameras wasn't going to cut the camera, then yeah, that's not how you handle that. As a businessman, that's not how you conduct yourself, right?
Right.
But you also can't stop people from peopling. Like if I have a really close relationship with you, and I know that you're a married man, or you have a girl, and I'm cool with your girl, and then another girl comes up here, and she's she's flirty with you, and she's doing the thing. Then yeah, I might have to flex on her because like respect the other woman in this room. Like if I'm telling you this is not cool, respect what I'm saying. Now, if you're a man, it has to be even more so because I know men are really, really big on respect, right? So if I'm telling you, chill out as a man, and this is mine, like you're in my room, and I'm telling you, chill out, and I respect you enough to call you my brother, and you're still disrespecting me in this regard, drunk or not, it's just like, yeah, I might have to buck up a little bit, and I think that's okay. But I also think it's okay in general to check people. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I think that's one of those uncomfortable things that people are just like, well, if you check me, you're not cool with me. Like, no, not at all. Like, please check me. Because I don't think I'm around anybody trying to portray any version of perfect. And it's like, if I mess up, please let me know. And let me know out loud. This don't got to be a secret. Like, if that's how you choose to let me know in private because that's just how you handle things. But if I'm allowed to be my whole self in person, drunk or not, then you should be too. And if being your whole self, me and you standing firm on protecting this female or just standing firm on not having like disrespectful behavior on camera, then that's cool. So I get to be myself, so you get to be yourself too.
So I would say that all of that aired though. All of that did air. So it was definitely recorded. It was definitely reviewed. It was definitely released. Right. Okay. Gray area. I don't think women should be harassed by any means. However, I do think that women know and people know that women in certain positions will be harassed more than women that are not.
Oh, like who?
Women that are speaking to and around men all the time. You know, if you're like my sister's a CEO, I know my sister's gonna be harassed when she's at work. It's gonna happen. Doesn't mean it's cool. If it happens around me, I'm gonna be mad. But you know that you're kind of like putting yourself in certain situations. Doesn't mean it's cool, but it's kind of to be expected, I would say. And he's also clearly intoxicated. I mean, I don't know why. I would think just don't even do the interview then,
Right.
or cut that part out.
Also,
Because I think it just embarrassed. It makes him his brand like so. Adrian Broner's brand is already not looking great. He lost his last fight. He's going around drunk, and this is all on him. It's not anybody else's fault. But I guess I just feel a couple different ways.
Yeah.
well, people love shenanigans though. Like viewers love shenanigans. Like if for some reason the two of y'all right now started, squabbling on camera, like people would love it.
They would.
Like nobody wants like yes, and everybody's doing well and
It's true.
it's good, and we all love each other.
Controversy sells.
Right?
It
Like
does,
people
it does.
want the rah rah. Like they want people to shenanigan. Like that's just what we tune into.
She got.
I would like both people to be in on it.
Mhm.
You know, AB is in on it. He's in on it.
Maybe he will. though.
Somebody with alcoholism is a disease. So somebody got a disease. I love that Cam checked him. Like, yo, bro, you got to go.
But that's love, because he could have really let that man embarrass himself on
He
camera.
couldn't.
Like that's love.
But what I would, but for me, it's like what I would have did.
Are you not drinking?
We don't. Yeah, I don't.
Why is the Bel Air facing the camera?
Because they're gonna work on it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we just love Bel Air.
Okay.
It's the best drink ever.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I
Bel Air, shout out
Especially rosé.
to Bel Air, and
I drink it
every morning.
Yeah.
As soon as I wake up,
every night, I drink it.
I actually brush my teeth with Bel Air just to.
I eat my cereal with Bel Air.
I actually mixed it into my coffee earlier today,
I never tried that.
just for a little ritz.
So yeah,
I was saying something.
you were.
right?
You
Yeah,
were.
you
supposed-
Look, here's the thing, right? Checking them, it's cool. It's gangster. Saying what you said about him afterward was not gangster. You could have just not put that part out. You know what I'm saying? I know you wanted the views and all that or whatever. And I love Ken. But that part of it, I'm like, let both of y'all be in on it. Hit him up.
But you know that he's not.
That was my.
He seemed kind of sad about it. I don't think
That doesn't mean he's not in on it. He could still have someone in his corner like you gonna have to eat this. Like you
That's good.
acting a fool.
But-
And if we want to, there's nothing you can do about this is your behavior and these are the results of your behavior. You won't have to just let it happen.
Yeah.
He seemed to take full accountability.
he did take full
During it.
accountability.
He's still my brother. Yeah.
He's not. He looks up to Cam and stuff. So I think that's why he just said, whatever. Yo, what you think about this? So Krista Shields, she recently signed an $8 million deal. and the deal's for $8 million, 2 years, which is dope. Yo, clap it up for Clarissa, the GOAT. You know, Chris was out with them the other day too.
I was in the room with them.
He did an event with them,
Met
right?
Papoose and right.
Straightened you out for all the stuff you've been saying. Her Pap checked you.
That never happened. Nobody's checking me.
Her Pap was like, "Yo, bro, like."
This is literally how rumors get started, by the way. Like, this is literally how rumors get started.
He said, "I heard he's easy to block." Nah, I'm joking. But yo, yeah, she got the $8 million deal. You know what I mean? She's letting everybody know that's what's up. That's big for women's boxing. But I see a lot of people are kind of like really dissecting their relationship. You on the outside looking in, how do you feel about Clarissa? How do you feel about the Pap situation?
You know, I recently watched it's not a documentary, that's not the right word. That movie they have on Clarissa. And prior to it, just sort of seeing her on social media and just kind of hearing about her through like, so I've met Remy, and I think Remy is wonderful. Like, I think she's dope. She was so nice when I met her. She was lovely. But meeting Remy and like, she was very nice to me. It automatically colored my view of Clarissa. I was like you doing a lot. But then I watched her story and I'm like, you're not doing enough. Like, if I was Clarissa Shields, I would never not talk shit. Like, I would be the biggest. Like, I would never not be online popping because, like, girl, what? Like, you were young and you went through so much. Like, you should be online every day just going off names. I don't like you and I don't like you. And, like, I would never. But her relationship with Pap, I feel like, realistically, none of our business, right?
Well, it is because they're public figures and they put it out there.
We microphones.
I think it is.
Well, it's the public image, but it's just like, I don't.
Whatever they put out is definitely our business
Because they're public, they're celebrities, they're celebrated individuals. But I don't know if I have personal feelings in regards to that.
Yeah.
The only way I feel like I would really care is if I thought Papoose was attractive. And because I don't think he is, I find myself less invested in that story. I think she's the star in that relationship, as she should be. But yeah, I don't care. I feel like, who cares?
Touch it remix. 5 Fingers of Death.
I'm saying he's not an okay rapper.
City in the palm of my hand.
I'm not saying I think he's an okay rapper.
So how does so just explain that one more time because it threw me off.
All right. So I think after both of you kind of watched this episode back, I think one thing you'll take from me is that I'm a little bit of a narcissist. So for me to get personally invested into something, like, there has to be something there for me. I am not like, I feel like I weigh in places where I'm just like, well, I can see myself here. I cannot see myself with Papoose unless it's by like threat of violence. Like, if somebody was just like, if you don't date Papoose, I'm gonna gun butt you, then yeah, I probably would. But outside of that, I don't care enough because there's nothing appealing to him about me. I'm just like, you think so?
Yeah, because you know what makes me laugh? What makes me laugh is when I don't know what somebody's about to say and they say something totally unexpected.
You're gifted. That's a gift. That went totally.
Yo, what?
Have you seen him without his hat on? Maybe it's just
Pat. Look, I wasn't trying to laugh at you, but because we follow each other on the gram. He's a cool dude. I met him. I met her. Also, she was very nice in person too. So
she seems like a sweetheart.
Yeah, whatever you saw on camera on the movie definitely translated in person. I think a lot of people have personas, you know,
yeah,
they put online, but I think she's actually.
But I think she has to have a like when you watch that story, a lot of things about her make sense. It's like I hate that, and she's a boxer, so maybe this is a whole other thing. But I feel like Black women aren't allowed to be soft, right? Like, it's not a thing. Like, Because if you think about just the phrases that are attached to Black women, like a strong Black woman or like Black girl magic, I don't like any of those. Like, I'm not a fan of Black girl magic. And shout out to BGM just because of what the movement at its core represents. But I do not support Black girl magic. I don't like the fact that Black women have this where we're supposed to be mystical and whimsical. Like, I don't care for that. I also don't like the strong Black woman because it's like when I hear strong Black woman, I just think, you want me to move a couch? Like, why it needs to be strong? There's no strong white woman. There's no Indian girl magic. Like, why do we have, like, I don't like that. Like, I wish it was a situation where, okay, so you know that boxer, what's his name? Christy Martin. Regardless of what else she went through, she was still allowed to just be a woman that had her own things going on, as opposed to every single part of her being torn down or compared, or like she got to just dominate in what she got to be a boxer. I think Clarissa Shields, she has all of these other expectations, like, well, yes, but you're a Black woman, so you know you should, like, girl, what? Like, she's just a person. That's dumb. And it's like these expectations we put on these Black women were like hyper scrutinized, especially depending on the industry. I think it's nonsense. Like, she get this just be her. She gets to be a woman who went through a lot of shit, met a man, likes a man, dated him, and his ex just so happened to be famous. It's like, if it was anybody else, I don't know. It, like, Taylor Swift has dated so many famous people's boyfriends and nobody cares. Like, she makes so much money off that and people don't tear her down for it. Like, they'll just be like Taylor Swift currently is dating a guy that was prior to her was dating this very like sexy Black girl. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Oh, you're talking about Travis?
Yes. His girlfriend, his ex, she is a 10 out of 10 to me. Nobody is going online tearing Taylor Swift down, but like she gets to just be Taylor Swift. And I think Clarissa should just get to be Clarissa and gets to enjoy her relationship. So what? Like that's Remy's ex. And so what? So what? Yeah. Who cares if that's your ex? Like, if you were dating, I'm just trying to think of a famous Black person. If you were dating Gabrielle Union, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Forget it. Never mind. But I'm trying to actually think of a white person. If you were dating, who's a white person?
I'm trying to think of white.
Hot white. Who's a hot white woman that you know? Who? Who'd you say? That's why I thought he said two Ariana Grande.
Well, Ariana Grande.
Who's a hot white woman?
Just like
Megan Fox, but she do magic.
She does magic. Is that what you just
Margot Robbie.
Okay, Margot Robbie.
Good one.
So let's say you were dating, you're a Black man, you were dating Margot Robbie, and then you and her break up, and then you start dating me. Like, you know, and I'm not, well, let's just say I'm a famous, I don't know, singer. Let's say I'm a famous singer, right? Okay. Or famous actress, just to balance it out. Do you know how people would tear me down for like if you started dating a white woman after, it'd be like, oh, that sucks. But, you know, people would move on. But like, once you start dating a Black woman, it's just like, but why? Like, your life could be so much easier if you just didn't attach yourself to this Black girl. And it's like,
stop.
Ciao.
Doctor, we gotta talk about this. Stacy,
you're right.
We've had a plethora of amazing bank statements. They were rich, but we have to wrap this episode. Do you have more time for us?
I have as much time as you need.
What my man did. My man Jonathan Majors. This is so
I don't mean to kind of love I get
you
corny.
Do? You want to be like Russell?
I want to.
Yeah, he's tight. We gotta touch on that too. But for now, we gotta wrap this episode. Stay tuned. We have more bank statements. We have more Justin eating rap snacks, and I'm sure y'all can hear all the mic. Snacks. Y'all can hear the crunching in the mic, can't you? Write us and tell Justin, stop crunching, stop smacking, chew with your mouth closed.
You know my ex-fiance's name was Justin.
For real? Is it Capricorn?
Yes.
Dang. See, you got it bad.
When's your birthday?
January 16th.
Nice.
Save it for the next episode. Next time, catch us, Biggs versus Biggs on Revolt. Catch us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. And Biggs out.